You know what farmers do when it's cold and snowy? We don't work. We don't do nothing. We sit around in the house and stay warm. We absolutely, this is, you know, there's no sense in coming out in this kind of weather. It makes no sense to come out here and work on this farm when it's cold outside. The chores can just wait till the weather warms up. I mean, why? Why would you do it? Why would you want to come out of the house and come out here on this farm and have numb fingers and numb toes and a numb nose? It's because it's a passion. Obviously, we farm to make money. Don't make a whole lot, or I'd be driving a couple of new vehicles. But it's what we're passionate about. We're passionate about bringing fresh food to local people. We are passionate about growing our food. That's how this all started for us. It's about growing our own food. My wife, my youngest daughter, and my son have celiac. That's a gluten allergy. It's not a gluten insensitivity. It's an allergy. Their body rejects gluten. So we started out that way, and you know, that's how we first started raising turkeys. Thankfully now we don't raise turkeys because we can get organic turkeys that have not been injected with wheat pretty handily. But that's all. This started as a way to eat healthier. So now we still grow our own chickens. We grow the majority of our chicken meat, and we're hoping this year to make the transition to all of it being ours. We raise our own eggs. Right now the chickens are on strike in the cold, so we've had to buy organic eggs. But it's a passion. It's about getting back to nature, about getting back to the way things were for us. It's about providing for our family in this way, and it's also about providing for our community. We really enjoy the interaction of our community, our customers, our patrons, our friends, our family that support our little farm. If you're one of those people, comment below in this video. Give yourself a shout out. We appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna bring you along and show you some of what we do in the cold. Wish I could have found my gloves just now. I've misplaced them. I had them earlier. All right, so right now I'm heading back to take care of chickens. Farmers think they need to eat every day. I mean, I got them out on pasture. Why? Why every day? And you would think that when the water freezes, they would just do without water. Why would you want water? It's cold. Can't they just do without? No, they need water, just like we do. Sometimes we got to fill these waterers up several times a day, depending upon how cold it is. And it ain't just the outside temperature that freezes the water. It's wind chill. Guys, I'm walking through the barn, so bear with the dark video for a minute. But the wind chill will freeze your water also. So keep that in mind if you're fooling chickens. Just because it's 30 degrees outside, which will freeze water, but at much slower, doesn't mean that wind chill isn't 12. I got hung. So these are our egg layers that I'm heading back here to see right now. And our livestock guardian, Zeus, he'll be ready to go out, run around a minute, use the restroom. He's already hollering at me. That means I'm ready, I'm waiting. Where you been? He's ready for water and food. He also thinks he needs it every day. And he does. We eat every day. We drink every day. So the animals have to. The chickens are all waiting on food. So, let's take care of them. All right, let's see if I can turn this video around. Show y'all I'm patiently waiting. Got gloves on, it ain't working real well. So there's all the egg layers and a few roosters that need to be processed. And there's Zeus. He's telling me it's time to go. See? He's ready. And we gotta turn off our fence. A little solar charger. And hook it here. Put it up there. Yeah. We're gonna tie our fence. Harder in gloves. Oh, I found my gloves in case you hadn't noticed. There he goes. Zeus wants out. He's looking for food, but I gotta go get it. I got the big waterer, and it's heavy. This baby is heavy. It's a 7-gallon. And you know it. So there we go. We want the low side downhill so it don't run dry. And we keep their feed in their run. It makes life easier. We just went and bought some more. I'll be taking care of that on Friday, putting it out, because tomorrow I have market. So these are food grade plastic barrels. There's the feed. So you can't just feed them out of one bowl. If you do, they're all going to fight over it. And we don't leave them food out all the time because we don't want to encourage overeating. And we want to encourage them to free range a little bit. So I'm not going to be here in the morning to feed them. So I'm going to give them a little extra tonight because Tiffany is down for knee surgery. So I got another feeder over here that I'm going to put some food in. Do some repair work on this one, but it will work for now. And we set these all away from each other a little bit so the hogs don't get a pick on the little ones. So see here, she's a little one. She's waiting on me to give her some feed. There we go. So some of them will migrate way over here. Look how beautiful he is. Our white breast rooster, he'll be a breeder for next year. Swedish flower rooster. Now we gotta get this back on. A little trickier one-handed. And that little latch keeps it latched on there. Oh, see, trying to do it one-handed, I didn't get it. All right, I'm gonna turn y'all off a second. All right, so I've got to get one of these waters, take it to the house with me, because tomorrow that one will be froze, and I'll bring this one back out. Keep your rotation going. Get a little bird's eye view of the farm. Part of it anyway. They were hungry. They were overdue for feed because I was going to get them feed. So, a little bit picking out. You'll notice if you're watching a little bit, they'll start heading to the water and drinking. All right, let's go get Zeus some food. Zeus, you ready for food? Ground's frozen, but it doesn't matter. Animals in the farm have to be taken care of. We started prepping this plot. Chickens came off of this about a month ago. So we've turned it once already. We'll turn it again and then get ready to plant. Oh. This shed's got to have some work next year. Needed it this year, but I didn't get time. That wind blowed off some metal this year. So, be time to repair it next year. Okay. Let's get some dog food. So while we're waiting on Zeus to come back, I can't put his feed out until he comes back because the chickens will go eat it, and we don't want the chickens in the dog food at all. We buy high quality dog food, but I don't want my organic fed chickens in the dog food. We spend way too much money for that. So it's important that they're always fed when I feed him, and I don't overfeed him, because if I overfeed him, he'll leave food out for them. If I feed him the right amount, then he will eat it all, and he'll guard it and protect it from them. Pretty good job. They can't have none. So, that white one you see right there, that is a splash breast. You see how big a boy he is. He'll be a breeder for next year. A few of these are, there's a blue breast. A few of these, that's a Swedish flower. A few of these will be, actually no, I don't think he is a Swedish flower. Looking at him, that's a Swedish flower. That's a Swedish flower. But a few of these will be supper. They're a black breast. And we should have a blue laced red Wyandotte rooster running around here somewhere. I see my blue laced red Wyandotte hen. Not sure where the rooster's hiding. Right down there. There he is. Right there, looking at us. That's a blue laced red Wyandotte rooster. I've only got one pair. We had two pair, but one of the roosters was really scraggly from day one. And then I think we had a hen that got hit by a hawk. So you can see they're still chowing. Like I said, normally they'd have been fed about 3 hours ago, but that's why they're eating so much right now, because 3 hours late on food, they were complaining about it. There comes Zeus back. Hey, Zeus. We'll bring him down here and feed him in front of his doghouse. Had a bowl for him. He must have drug it off, so he's going to eat off the ground today. Got some beautiful chickens. Little Swedish flower hen right there. That's a mutt. He's one of our crosses from our egg layers. And that's a cream-crested legbar rooster right there. And there's a couple of cream-crested legbar hens in here. I don't spot them right now, but they're in here. So there's our blue lace-threaded Wyandotte. She's kind of getting a little cocky with one of them, the little black hen one though. They still got a little bit to eat in here. They've done killed everything in here, but that'll fertilize this ground good for next year. This is going to be mostly peppers back here. As I showed you the day, from down there to all the way down there. So we got to keep rotating these through this so that they fertilize the ground real well for us. All this will break down before we plant, and then of course by the time the peppers are ripe, it will have been months. And we will fertilize also. This helps reduce our fertilizer consumption. Even though we use an organic fertilizer, which is outrageously expensive, this helps with expense to help them take care of the land. And they'll eat bugs and seeds, weed seeds and so forth also while they're in here. So they just came off of that little spot right there around that blue barrel. And so now we got them over here. All right, I gotta get a scoop of feed for the hens that need to come out here that are still in another pen, and then we'll go take care of our meat birds. Snow's getting pretty. We don't have a whole lot going on. Some of the places around us are getting a little bit, but yet I love to see these flurries. All right, we got a scoop of feed for these handful of hens that we're getting ready to go see. They are getting ready to get moved. And then we got to clean their coop out. Got to put the lid back on dog food. Don't want raccoons playing in it. So this has got to get cleaned out this year. This is the barn breezeway. It becomes a collect-all for everything for future projects and things we ain't got time to deal with right now. So it's got to be cared for. All right, so this is one of our little breeder coops that we use for when we're breeding. Had it for a long time, and it has worked great. So, my fingers are numb, by the way, so they're not working as well as they were. She's gonna be a troublemaker. We'll just let her stay out. She's long past egg laying anyway. Hot. I'll let my waterer out there. I gotta go get another water. All right, we're heading up here to the meat birds. Now, some of these are actually going in the freezer, but some of these will become breeders for our white breast next year. And they'll be ready for water when I get over here. Same thing here. Keep them in a little electric fence. Turn it off. untie it. They've eaten all their food, so they'll be well ready for water and food. We just sold 4 white breasts, 2 breeding pair out of here. So they should eat a little bit less, but also they won't be eating as much because of the grass is kind of getting a little thin. See, I'm breaking this water loose. It's also important to move their water. Sorry about all this, guys. Hard to do all this one-handed. So take a little cap off the bottom. All right. They got water. Now, we gotta get them food. Their patience is thin. If I'd have picked up the scoop on the way off porch. Now they'll get 2 scoops. And next week will likely be the last week the excess roosters get fed, so they'll start feeding us. So we got the feed barrel temporarily put in our greenhouse here. Project supposed to have been done today, but I didn't make it. So I got one more little task. I won't bore you with it. It's the last chickens that we took feed to, not the meat birds, the few little ones in the coop. I gotta go take them water. But before I let y'all off, so if you ever wondered what your farmer's doing in the winter, like and subscribe, because we're gonna show you.